welcome back to Songtown, the home of Juju music. I hope you're all doing well, and I really do hope so. Today I'm doing a kind of reaction to some comments on my video on Shina Peters. In December, I think, yeah, in December, I did a video on Shina Peters. I reacted to a couple of clips I found on YouTube of Shina Peters performing with a sequence, with a keyboard sequence. That's him and just a keyboardist performing, and I think a singer and one guitarist, something like that. But it wasn't the standard that you would expect from a musician of Shina Peters' caliber. And I gave my honest opinion on that video, and I got some comments, some not so positive comments. Let me put it that way. Although I kind of expected that because I know people love Shina Peters a lot, and when you when you touch what people love, they especially you touch what they love, and you give some kind of comments that they don't like, they kind of react in some kind of way, which I really expected that. But some of the comments are actually very funny, or were actually very funny. So I'll be reading some of them, and then I'm going to show you some other clips of Shina Peters that I really like. One of them is old, and I think the other one is recent. In those clips, rather, he was playing some instruments, a guitar and a keyboard instrument. I've always known Shina Peters to be a good musician, and I respect him a lot. Even in those videos, in those reaction videos, I made that obvious. I stated that I respect Shina Peters a lot. I have so much respect for him because of what he has achieved in the music industry, in the Nigerian music industry, because of how much his music has impacted Juju musicians of today. Although some believe it kind of has some negative impact, but I think he did his own music, and the next generation of Juju musicians used a style of Juju to create something that is substandard, that is not so good. If you've been watching this channel, you understand what I'm talking about, because I think the Juju music of today is more of Fuji, and Shina Peters actually brought the Fuji percussions into Juju music. And you know, the musicians of today don't really have so much skill, as much knowledge as Shina Peters. So the version of the Afro Juju music that we have today, which is now the most popular kind of Juju, is way inferior to what Shina Peters did in the late 80s. Okay, enough of that. Now let's check some of the comments. I'll be reading the first comment here. It says, Shina Peters is a dynamic Juju musician moving with trend of times, just like Adewale Ayuba is doing in Fuji music. I don't expect you should expect 20-man band in an indoor event at this time, when hip-hop artists will just blast a track via a DJ console. Well, that is funny. I'll come back to that. What Juju music instrumental can't be synthesized on music machine? Disagree totally with you postulating about Shina Peters losing it. Okay, it's okay to disagree. Yeah, I respect this person's opinion, and you know, it's a good feedback. Although the part where he stated that hip hop artists are blasting, they're performing with DJ console, and so it's okay for Juju musicians to do the same. No, it's not okay. It's not. It is not okay, because Juju music has a higher level of requirement than hip-hop music. As a good Juju musician, you have to be able to play some instruments, and you require a higher level of creativity is required in Juju music, unlike the hip-hop music, because the hip-hop music, let me just put it this way, the Afrobeat musicians depend more on the creativity of their producer. Most of the Afrobeat artists don't play any instruments. Yeah, because they don't need to. Okay, so I respect this person's comment, but that part where he kind of compares juju musicians to hip hop artists performing live with DJ console, I mean, with instrumental tracks, is nah, it's just off. Then there's this other one, Mr. Oga. There's nothing wrong with this performance. It shows that Shina Peters is a professional musician. Well, bro or sister, whoever you are, if you don't see anything wrong with this, I really don't know what to tell you. There's so much wrong because Shina Peters is a big musician, is a legend. He's not a starter. If he were to be a starter, then there's nothing wrong with this. But for someone of his caliber, this is wrong. Okay, another one here. It says he has lost it long time ago. Maybe. The second one is clearly a house party. You expect him to come with a 20-man band. Could have been doing it as a favor to the celebrant self. Well, maybe that's true. Another one says this actually not Shina Peters' ensemble. He was not the artist. His friends just asked him to entertain. There's nothing wrong in that. Well, if that is the situation, if that was the situation rather, I think it's okay if he wasn't the artist of the day and maybe there was a setup and he was around and they just asked him to perform. I think that was okay. But the thing is, it wasn't just a one situation. This was a more than one. I've seen this more than once. So I didn't just see that video and then, decide to react just like that. I saw this in more than one instances. To the next one. This actually, okay. Impromptu performance for a friend hailed by all. Check your mental health, my friend. This is a brilliant innovation. Okay, I'll take that. To the next one, he has nothing to prove to anyone again. Be concerned about your own career, my bro. Okay. Some funny comments though. This is just to entertain his friend. He wasn't the artist of the day. Okay, I think the general consensus on this is that he wasn't the artist of the day. But like I said before, I have seen this more than once. So, I'm going to show you a couple of clips where that I find, very interesting about Shina Peters, and a couple of clips that show things that I love about him. In my opinion, he's one of the best musicians we've ever had, one of the best. So here he's playing a keyboard. It's not an old clip. And then I'll play another one after this, in an old clip of him playing the guitar. So like this video, comment, let me know what you think in the comment section. Your feedbacks are welcome. Subscribe to this channel if you have not. God bless you.
juju, akọ juju, kọsi yóò di yóò di, ẹ wá jó.